So the Clippers do have a balling new arena in the works. They just broke ground. In terms of like they're when it says breaking ground, that means like they're actually building it, right? It's not like they're like going in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like the first shovel went in.
The first
The
shot.
first, yeah, like the there's an outhouse there now, so where the construction guys have to poop, it's there now. They're
So
breaking ground.
the first shovel went in. They broke ground, and it's going to be next to the Forum. So it's going to be called Intuit Dome. The Intuit Dome looks pretty dope. And here's the first picture. I actually like this Clippers reporter. He's a Clippers insider, Tomer Azarli. He comes from Clutch Points, and he shared some cool images. Here are some images of what the Intuit Dome, the future home of the Clippers, will look like. And then somebody retweeted it, and we retweeted them. He says, going to be ready for the 2024-2025 season. Kawhi going to be old by then, and Clippers will be ass once again. Might as well have spent those $2 billion on something worth it, like ending homelessness.
Yeah, there's other things that they can do because a buddy of mine was sending videos from like even Brentwood. I'm like, wow, like the homeless population is getting really bad here in Los Angeles. But hey, they could build a $2 billion arena. Maybe they could house them during the off season since I don't know, since that's probably like a better usage of it than the Clippers playing there.
Yo, who's the Houston pastor that always rejects the people that are like refugees during the
Olsen, right? Joel Olsen.
Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
Can you see Steve Ballmer be like, "Get away from my house. This is the house of the Clippers, my lord."
Yeah, he's like he's shooing everyone away, like doing that wacky dance, or he's trying to touch their laps. You know how like there's that weird video of him touching those guys' laps?
Yeah, where he's like rubbing it aggressively. Hardcore.
Yeah, he's gonna rub all the homeless away. Hardcore. Stay away.
First you gentrify the area, and then you're just gonna like totally, completely leave the homeless out of it. All right,
dude, I want to say Ballmer's officially like the bad guy in every Muppets movie. I mean, let's face it. Like he's gentrifying, a well-known Los Angeles city. He's trying to buy the town, like with the Clippers, like he's trying to take over. And the Lakers, aka the Muppets, are just trying to do their thing. And they got to save the theater. They got to save Staples Center. Make sure they protect it from the Clippers and Ballmer. So technically, this is maybe like the ending of that movie. Or maybe it's the sequel. I don't know. They're able to kick Ballmer out and his Clippers now.
And the LeBron James is Kermit the Frog, like,
hey, wait a second. You can't come in here. This is our city. We're doing it for Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, China did nothing wrong. What are you talking about?
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah!
Just only in the USA.
I'm so glad you said the Steve Ballmer thing, by the way, because Arash also put this out. Hot dog take. So it's hot and then parentheses dog take. Steve Ballmer said Intuit Dome will have a hot dog better than Pink's. There is no further information given about this new Clipper dog. You are attacking LA delicacy. And there's not many.
I'm telling you, he's trying to like buy LA and he's trying to like up everything. But I mean, to be honest, I mean, when it comes to hot dogs, I love hot dogs. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a huge like connoisseur when it comes to hot dogs. Pink's is okay. To be honest, I've had better hot dogs like at 2 a.m. on Spring Street in downtown LA.
That take is correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
I remember having a Pink's hot dog, and I still don't remember what it tastes like, which means it's not memorable.
It's like whatever. Like, to be honest, if I'm gonna have a hot dog, I want Tommy's chili on it, and I'll just get a hot dog from Tommy's. Like, I'll do that. Like, if I'm craving that. But I mean, the best hot dogs are those 230 street hot dogs wrapped in bacon with jalapeno. You got mayo, you got mustard. Dude, those you want to go. You look for those guys in the most dangerous parts of town because you know they're gonna be there. I don't know anybody that goes to Pink's like on purpose.
Okay, but here's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up because here's the thing. When I was a vegetarian, as we were talking about earlier in the segment, I was like Arnold Schwarzenegger, where it's just like, he had like a Kennedy, and then like they were like, why did he cheat on her with like this somewhat decent maid? It's like, my somewhat decent maid was those like dogs outside Staples Center with the bacon wrapped around it, because like,
absolutely,
those were the most, like, I didn't want to go back for grass-fed beef. I wanted to go back for those dogs when I was a vegetarian. That's how good they were.
Super dope dog. Costco dog.
Oh yeah.
Yo, just go to Costco, get super blunted, go to Costco, you get a Polish sausage dog and a slice and a drink for like $3.89 and you're set.
Okay, wait, hold up, because you guys seem more like the hot dog connoisseurs than me, because I'm not really. Name your top 3 hot dogs. Mark, you go first.
All right, 7-Eleven. No, I'm kidding. They're third.
I was like, really? Okay, I'm taking away this list. This is a regret.
All right. See, if you would have asked me what name my favorite pizza is, and I said Little Caesars, I bet you would have said the same thing. Little Caesars is good for what it is, and just like
it's a value for the buck. Yeah.
yeah, for what it is, they have some killer food. So for 7-Eleven, I would put them like maybe third, three or fourth. But like I said, like hot dogs, I got to go with like the street hot dogs. And then I like I said, Tommy's. I mentioned Tommy's. Then when it and then I got to drop Wiener Schnitzel as well too. Wiener Schnitzel has some fire hot dogs, especially if you have nothing else to eat. It's like
no perfect. Dodger dog on the list.
No, Dodger dogs are gross.
The new Dodger dogs or even the old school?
Haven't tried the new one.
Okay.
So the new one's okay, but like you could tell it's fresh. You could tell it's like actually like meat. Like it's like, okay, this is good pork. Like it's some quality in it. I kind of like the old Dodger dogs only because like when you're drunk and you just need to get sober up, like they're perfect. But Dodger dogs haven't never really been that great. So yeah, they're gonna be on the bottom list.
Okay.
But I don't know. How about you guys?
Okay, so here's the thing, Mike. When you said Wiener Schnitzel, Mike was nodding his head no, like, oh my god.
How dare you?
So Mike, go ahead, share your list.
Okay, so like you two folks, like you two fellas, connoisseurs, gentlemen and scholars. Number one, it's got to be my guy Juan at the corner of York and Figueroa, right by the B of A, who does the bacon wrapped hot dogs right there in front of you.
That's how you know he's getting specific with it. Oh my god, he's got a guy. He's got a hot dog guy.
Number two, it's probably gonna be the Doghouse, which has several locations around Pasadena, and there's also one out here in Chatsworth too, one on Topanga.
That's a great choice, yeah.
And number three, it's gonna be a tie. It's gonna be a tie, like Mark said, between the Tommy's chili dog, easy onions, light in the mustard, no tomato, or my personal, the Costco Polish sausage dog.
There you go.
Okay.
So there you go.
I'm glad you said Doghouse because I forgot about that place. And
I forgot about that place too. I've never eaten there. I picked up when I would do like DoorDash. I picked up from there and I was like, oh, I gotta come back and eat there because they serve beer there too, right?
Yeah, they do.
Ooh,
that was where I would go when I went to PCC. Like there was one across the street from where Pasadena City College was, and there was another one near Old Town. And I would actually go out of the way to go to the Old Town one because that was a very nice location.
Oh, okay. Okay. How about you though? What are your top 5 dogs?
Well, there's this one thing called the tofu dog. No,
Ew.
I was waiting for it. I was ready for it.
I'm really not into hot dogs like that. That's not my favorite food. But needless to say,
it's 2021. Get it together.
How about Doghouse as a sponsor for the Lakers? What if they instead of BB Go was Doghouse? Would you be down with that?
I'd be down. I mean, that'd be cool. Like, see. But at the same time, I don't know, Doghouse. I mean, when I buy, my thing is this: when I'm gonna buy a Laker jersey, it's gonna probably say that sponsor on there. So that's why I'm like, I want it to be something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for when I criticize it. But I mean, I guess I'd be okay with it. Would you be okay with it saying Doghouse?
Okay, so for example, like I would be shocked, like the way I was shocked with BB Go for the money, because I'm like, where did you get this money? But it would be similar to how Arby's purchased, what was it? Like they purchased, I want to say Church's. They bought some other restaurant. I'm like, yo, damn, how did Arby's have all this money to buy another company like that? So it would like imagine Arby's as the Lakers sponsor. I mean, like that doesn't match their promotion. Like you have the world's healthiest athlete in LeBron James,
yeah,
and you have like one of the worst fast food places.
Well, that's an interesting thought experiment that you bring up there, Zach. Is there any company or brand that is kind of so unpalatable to the public in general, but offered the Lakers so much money? For example, like if Brazzers comes and like offers the Lakers like $500 million for naming rights, do you think the Lakers would take it?
Well, wasn't there was something similar to this in Miami when it came to the Hard Rock? Was it the Hard Rock Casino? Like there was one stadium that they almost went with a poor name where it was like it was probably Bank
really?
Bros. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Whoa, really? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, hold on. While we look for it real quick, we got to share the last 2 clips because we're running out of time, and I'll look for the article. This is from Hoodie LBJ. The Clippers just hung up all their banners in the Intuit Dome, and it's all these like Pacific Division Championship, Christmas Day Championship, Opening Night Championship. It was kind of like a run-on joke from what you originally posted in the back-to-back division champs on the toilet paper.
Which that one has been it's a legendary stolen one by was it Marcellus Wiley. He watermarked it with himself with his own Twitter name, and I was like, dude, he literally just stole it. So that's why I never like what's his name, Wiley, because he stole my stuff.
And then next one, last one. Yeah, screw him. He's a Clipper fan. This is from one of our favorite Laker accounts, Master Red Snappa. Here's an image of what Intuit Dome, the future home of the Clippers, will look like. And you know how they kind of have the similar projection screen as to SoFi? It's actually like a frowny face, like technical difficulties coming up on the screen.
It's the blue screen of death, the Windows blue screen of death.
That's funny.
And is that it or no? Oh, last one. Sorry. And another favorite, one of our accounts, Lake Show Ruben. Can't wait to go to Intuit Dome and make that place a Lakers home game. Let's call it the Staples Center South, laughing face.